beaten on the battlefield, and working for that snake Orochi.
Your father has been kidnapped, as have many of my allies. All we can do for now is endure.
Some suffering is necessary for the greater good.
Service requires sacrifice.
I don't know how long I can bear this disgrace for, though. I'll be back for you all! Ha! All right, the enemy's main camp is in plain view. Let's sweep on in and finish this thing!
A fine view. We must swoop down upon them.
The enemy's main camp lies beneath us. We have waited long enough. Seize it!
You and I are both in the same boat, so we may as well get along.
We must keep our emotions in check, though. We need to think of those left behind at all times.
Hey, why does everyone keep treating me like I'm a powder keg? I know that!
Sun-se, you fight for Orochi? Why? You shall pay for your actions.
I have no choice. If I want to save my people, I cannot afford to lose.
Perish.
A vassal's role is also to right the wrongs of his lord.
I have the misfortune to serve Orochi, but there is no point in lamenting it.
Why do you just accept it so meekly?
You naughty little boy!
Do not talk to me like you are my mother. My mother was nothing like you. Your strength is wasted on me. It should be directed against Orochi.
He has the lives of my father and my friends in his filthy hands. If only I knew where they were being held, I wouldn't have to do this. Father, my friends, I will endure what I must to save you all.
You have done a commendable job in Father's absence. I know how hard it has been for you, but you have kept Wu together.
How about we just get this battle over and done with, huh? What do you think you're doing here? I neither need nor want any help from Wei.
I merely do as my lord Orochi requires.
Your lord?
You must be Ieyasu. I hear you serve Sun-se. I also hear you are a warrior of great skill. Allow me to put that skill to the test. Not a moment when your guard is down. Only experience can teach such skill. I look forward to the opportunity to test that skill against my own.
Why is this happening? It doesn't make any sense. No, I can't think like that. I have to focus on the enemy in front of me, and nothing else.
My lord is suffering. I must fight, if only to lighten his burden.
For my lord, for his people.
I must endure, and deal only with what faces me.
Then you will be cut down where you stand. I thought better of you. Fighting for evil is a capital offense.
Well, that's a real shame. Bring it on!
A worthless opponent.
I think you'll find me worth a little more than you think.
Oh, you and I can't fight. It'd be a crime against nature if either of us got hurt.
I am certainly no beauty, and your handsome looks are about to disappear.
I am here to uphold the honor of Sun-se.
Orochi has no honor, and nor do any who support him.
That's... how dare you?
So, you like what you see?
You! You are not but a dog, barking and biting at Orochi's call!
Lord Tokugawa, how could you fight for such a monster?
I don't expect one so young to understand this old man's motives.
You're mine!
Ah! Hello there! Come on!
You fight for that demon too? Then you will find my spear unforgiving.
Sometimes you have to do the devil's work in order to do right.
Since when were your loyalties for sale to any old reptile? Prepare to meet your maker and explain your actions there.
I make no excuses for my behavior, and I am not yet ready to die.
perish.
Never! It is you that will perish!
Perish.
No matter who you serve, I will show no mercy.
You look like you could actually handle yourself in a fight. I like that.
This is war. I am not some brawling thug.
Then I will simply impale Sunsei on my spear!
Oh, you're so handsome. I'm not letting you get away.
What are you planning? I am an honorable man.
You really wish to point that thing at me?
This is a trick. It is not really you.
Now, then I will simply impale Sunsei on my spear!
Oh, I like it rough.
Vulgar fiends! I am not so weak that I will just break for a woman's charms.
No lower gears for you, huh, Sunsei?
The same goes for you, as always.
You don't seem the sort to be won over by a snake. So what's your story?
I have nothing to say to you.
Whatever. Just take care of Sunsei, okay? Hey, you're one of those ninjas, huh? You got the speed to match me?
Don't worry, I got it covered.
Lu Xun is trying for the impossible. A fire attack on our main camp? Sentries, move forward and stop those engineers at once.
Ling Tong has succumbed?
The sentries are not enough to hold them off. I will give them some extra manpower.
Get ready to taste my steel!
Oh, smoke us out, Woody. Not a bad idea, my boy, but I won't go down that easily.
It almost seems as if he's enjoying this battle, even though it should be tearing him apart inside.
Go easy on me at your own peril, my boy.
Have you ever known me to go easy in a fight?
It is not only Sunsei. All of the men of Wu are enjoying themselves. I do not understand.
You're one lucky man to be fighting with Sunsei.
I would not have thought one fighting against him would think so, though.
You got that right. That's why they call you the Little Conqueror. Gan Ning? Forced to retreat? I have misjudged the situation badly. Ignite! The flames I light will not be easily extinguished. We have an opening. Seize it!
Come! Hit me with everything you got! Discretion is the better part of valor.
One step closer to victory!
Your skills are without equal.
Oh, now that could be a problem.
I should have known Sunsei would see right through my fire attack. But I've got plenty more where that came from. Second wave, follow on. Gan Ning, now's your chance to do some damage. Sure. I wouldn't mind seeing that pathetic wretch in some serious pain.
What is Gan Ning planning? A sneak attack?
Don't like talking much, huh? If you're really tough, you have to advertise, you know? I've got to scram. You keep an eye on Sunsei. He's a bit of a loose cannon, you know?
Understood.
Do not let that boat leave. Stop him. Where could he be heading? Our main camp. Reinforce the defenses immediately.
Ring the bells, boys! Gan Ning's in town!
I had faith in you. And now Gan Ning threatens our main camp. If I wasn't so annoyed, I'd be proud.
How did you like my little fire trap?
Very impressive. Just what I would have done.
I have heard great things about you. But for now, you're nothing more than a tentacle of Orochi's, and so you must be lopped off. Ah, a ninja. Come on then, do something cool.
Who are you? Do you belong to the Resistance?
I am as the wind. I belong to no one.
My lord and friend is relying on me. I will exorcise you, demon.
Friendship. Oh, it will be worth my while destroying you. Such panic over a little bit of food. Pathetic.
An army marches on its stomach, you know.
Come, Hanzo. Make this battle one to remember.
Evanescence awaits you.
You look suspicious.
Prattle.
Oh, Sensei, I really didn't want to see you here.
Me neither. Do you have a message for Zhou?
Tell him I miss him, but that I'm being strong. Oh no, my darling is in the enemy camp. I can't fight him. I have to go.
Get ready to taste my steel. Come, hit me with everything you got.
How could you be so mean?
My supply troops. But there are still more storehouses.
Second wave. Move in.
Damn! We couldn't afford that! Unless we secure some rations, we may as well surrender now.
The enemy are flagging. Now is our chance. All forces, advance on the castle.
What is that incompetent fool up to? What were you doing? Taking an afternoon nap?
No, they were stolen in the early hours of the morning, not the afternoon.
Uh-huh. Suddenly it doesn't seem so odd that your food was stolen. Looks like you guys won't get anything done without me.
I thank you on behalf of my lord.
I would have thought you were smarter than to let your supplies be stolen.
You need to be reducing your enemies right now, not creating new ones.
Looks like you guys won't get...
Thanks. We could use your help.
Having the food stolen right off your plate. Something of a slap in the face, no?
On second thought, if you're just gonna be rude...
Lord Mitsuhide, please, you must withdraw.
Ranmaru, you are with this man now?
Sensei is a good man. I have faith in him.
I trust no man until I have tested him against my blade.
We need this garrison for reinforcements. I will keep it safe. You interested in a real fight?
You have lived too long, you brute.
Shouldn't you be resting those tired bones somewhere else?
You never did learn how to keep your temper in check, did you?
That snake's got you fighting for him now, old man?
You still haven't had enough, huh?
What? You thought I'd go crying to Mommy?
This is all to protect my allies. It is the heavy burden I must bear.
Oh, come on! Let's lighten up a little, huh?
You have attacked your lord twice now. I am sure that he has severed all ties with you.
What the hell would you know about it?
Seems like you're getting along well with Gan Ning, Like I have a choice. Get a look at the rest of the guys on my side.
It's a hard life, huh? Now you're fighting for Shu?
I know. And if I don't win here, I'm gonna get one hell of a lecture.
Sorry I'm late. Oh, I see I missed out on the fun here. Sorry I'm late. A little crowded for a secret meeting, don't you think?
Sakon, how about doing something useful for a change?
Sorry to keep you waiting. But I think you'll like what you're about to see.
He's knocked the whole wall down! All right! In you go, men! And seize the main ward!
The walls! They've gone!
Where did you learn how to smash down castle walls?
When you get around like I do, you'll pick up a thing or two. Speaking of which, I picked up some information about your father.
I'd love to charge out and flatten them, but it ain't that easy. After all, they just went straight through that wall.
Our only priority is to protect the main ward.
Without my engineer boys, I've got nothing. Except, of course, for my sword.
So, what kind of man is this Sakon?
That? I don't yet know.
Oh, don't worry. He's nowhere near as handsome as you.
I have...
This castle shall not fall into Orochi's hands!
I can't fight you. Not my own daughter.
I will not run. I wish to see the extent of your greatness, father.
Oh dear. They've left such a tiny slip of a thing in charge.
I trust you kept yourself amused, my love.
You know I don't mind being held against my will occasionally.
You must be the lovely Lady No. I have come to rescue you.
That was getting a little boring. I need some stimulation.
Well, I'll do what I can.
Not the typical caged princess, are you? I think you'll enjoy the havoc that I can cause.
Don't look at me like that. I'm a serious man.
Oh, it's you. I don't have time for your delusional fantasies. Get out of my way!
You dare to speak to me like that? Oh, you'll pay. You'll pay big! Out of my way! That woman belongs to me!
I think she may be just a little too much for you to handle, my barbarian friend.
They weren't lying when they said you were a beauty. Why don't you come to Papa, hmm?
Oh, I'm sure you're all man, but you and I are from different worlds, don't you know?
Oh, that woman likes to play rough. I like her, but I will have her eating from my hand one day.
It seems the Demon King doesn't wear the trousers in his home.
I merely know the worth of my demon queen.
If you say so, I'm sure you are all man.
There are still some of the vermin inside the castle. Shall we exterminate them together?
So, you must be the witch who lured those men into helping her escape.
And you must be Daji's little lapdog. Am I right?
That smart mouth of yours is going to get you in big trouble one of these days.
Please, don't make promises you can't keep.
So, it looks like the sweet and lovely Lady No has attracted another hopeful fly.
Huh, don't apply your filthy motives to me. That's right. Stand in my way if you want to be sliced in half. What are you doing here, boy? You scavenging for treasure or something? Huh, don't apply your filthy motives to me. You should have been a good little girl and stayed in your cell.
Oh, you know me. I just crave stimulation.
Looks like we're out of the woods. You're safe now, my lady.
That was a little closer than I would have liked, but it looks like we're home free.
Now that I have my freedom again, I'm going to make the most of it and have some real fun.
Indeed.
Thank you for your help, but I have better things to do than hang around here.
Sun Jian's on the top floor of the keep. We'll enter from the east. Take out the guards and the doors will open. Don't even think about going in the main gate. Unless you like being hunted down by an entire army, that is. All right, time to go. Let's get this clan back together. What did I just tell you? Now the game's up.
I have foreseen this incursion. Secure the keep. Block the eastern road. Secure the intruder.
It's no good. It won't open.
There's another gate to the west. We'll head that way. But we can't just let the enemy keep pouring in like this. So let's thin out their numbers a bit first.
Father, I finally found you.
My son, I'm sorry to cause you such trouble.
Come, my lord, we must hurry!
Are you here to fight with us? Thank you for your help. You've saved our land of Wu.
The fight for a peaceful future is not over yet.
I simply follow my orders.
I have simply done my duty.
All right, let's get out of here together.
Duty.
My lord, you're alive!
Taishi Tzi, it's so good to see you alive. All right, let's get out of here together.
I am just sorry we took so long to rescue you, my lord.
Zhou Yu, your support of my son is greatly appreciated.
My lord, you are safe.
Forgive me. I did not mean to worry you.
My lord.
My halberds will not allow your entry.
You really know how to show up when you're least wanted, don't you?
There will always be fools who fight for a losing cause.
I will break through.
Your spear will not be a match for my halberds. My halberds will not allow your entry.
You really know how to show up when you're least wanted, don't you?
You would fight me for your master!
At last, we are safe.
If only it were that simple.
Whoa! Who are you? Friend or foe?
Why, I'm just a drop-dead gorgeous wandering ninja. I'll be your friend if you like.
Well, you've got attitude, and that could be handy. Help me save these peasants.
Halt! Be you friend or foe?
Why, I'm just a drop-dead gorgeous wandering ninja. I'll be your friend if you like.
That would be nice, yes.
Phew! It's hot in here. I should head out for a breath of fresh air.
Hey, this is hardly the time to be playing games, you know.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. After all, life is but a game.
I suppose I should be compassionate. He's clearly playing without a full deck.
It's dangerous here. Get out, fast!
Your help is much appreciated, friend. You are a credit to the lower class.
I mustn't hit him. I mustn't hit him.
You play a beautiful tune, but I sense sadness there.
Yes, I am sad because the next tune I play will be your funeral dirge.
I don't think so, but maybe I could play for you one day.
Hey, if it isn't Mr. Miserable. How you been, Hanzo?
Assist me.
Okay, but only if you admit that I'm the better ninja.
Yoshimoto, we are under attack. Hurry, or you will be killed.
Welcome, Master Ieyasu. It's been so long. Won't you stay for a cup of tea?
I'd be delighted, but can we make it another time, do you think?
It is my duty to eliminate all dangerous elements.
Take a look around you, man. Tell me, who do you think is the dangerous element?
I see your point.
Perish.
An assassin! Well, you will not find your job an easy one.
That pretty face is wasted upon such a cruel woman.
I will be as cruel as I must if it helps, my lord.
Well, at least you seem to have some principles.
We win! But you can do better than that, can't you?
This is certainly not the way we planned this.
I've chosen my path, and they've chosen theirs. That's just the way it is. Even though in the end, we're all aiming for the same goal. Please, tell me how my sister's doing.
She cannot understand why you would leave your father to die.
I thought as much. If only I could tell her that's not it at all.
No excuses. I have heard them all. When you and I cross weapons, I will know if you are really a traitor or not. I must test you again before I can believe you.
Whatever you have to do, just know that I'll do what's necessary as well.
Don't be so silly. Don't you trust your own husband?
Of course I have faith in him. It's just...
Please forgive me, but I have a favor to ask of you. Please, stand by my brother. He's all on his own, and he needs someone.
If that is what you desire, my darling.
Come on, little tiger cub. Want some catnip?
Hello. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
I'm here because you tricked Sun Ce into defecting.
Don't blame your brother. If you must blame anyone, blame me.
You wish to take the blame? Then you shall take the punishment. Are you ready to stand and fight like a man?
Come on, children. No fighting.
It's not my fault. He started this.
You're the older sister, right? I can tell because you're especially delectable.
You're not going to score any points with me with that kind of talk. Are we gonna finish this or what?
You understand nothing about turmoil.
I understand Shang Zhang's turmoil. Do you? I am Ina. Know me, and you shall know pain.
You misunderstand. All we want to do is...
I do not want to hear it.
You must step aside.
My job is to protect my lord. You step aside.
Are you ready to stand and fight like a man?
My lady, please, you must reconsider. We are simply...
I don't want to hear your excuses. Fight me if you must.
Do you really think your brother would abandon you? Come on.
I don't know, but I cannot forgive his selfishness.
Mercy would insult us both. Come, my daughter, fight me!
You have betrayed me, father. I fight for those who stand by me.
Brave girl. I expected nothing less from the daughter of one so great.
You also fight for the resistance?
Ina, what an unexpected surprise.
My lord. But I cannot betray my friend.
Look at you. Such a pretty face. You don't seem made for war at all.
Desist, please. Your beauty is not enough to turn my head from my beloved.
Does she know what an outrageous flirt you are?
Get ready to taste...
You are a brave girl, but foolish. You will pay for your hastiness.
Let us let our bows do the talking. I must...
Your wife needs you. I will take care of our main camp.
My darling is coming? For me? I will hold out for as long as it takes.
Yes, seek your bride, obedient fool, and discover your death instead.
Another luscious beauty to serve in my paradise of pleasures.
I am Sun Ce's wife, and I think you and I have very different ideas of paradise.
Seize that girl!
It'll be all right. I know my darling will save me.
Our main camp has been kept safe.
Thanks. I owe you one, that's for sure.
I mustn't give in. Not now. I have faith. He will come. Please let him come. He is coming for me. I just have to hold out. Please. Please, I need you now. Darling! You made it!
I'm so sorry. I promise I'll never leave you again.
And I am never letting you out of my sight.
Now that we're back together, there's only one thing left to do. Teach that philandering fat man a lesson. Our camp is safe. We need to focus on catching Dong Zhuo.
Please forgive my tardiness, my lady. I am here to help.
Great. I'll need all the help I can get to string that enormous carcass up.
No man ruins my dreams and gets away with it!
Your dreams disgust me. And now you're gonna pay for even trying to lay a finger on my wife.
You never changed, do you? I should have killed you when I had the chance.
No one's raising a hand against a lady while I'm around.
Oh, my darling. I'm so glad to... Oh, you're not him. But thank you. You saved me just in time.
This shouldn't take long. The advantage of the terrain is ours. Ride the water's momentum and break through their main camp. Risking your life for a single stupid girl. How foolish.
As opposed to yourself, risking your life for the lecherous dreams of an overweight egotist.
I do nothing for this girl. I do it only to perpetuate chaos.
What nobler pursuit is there for a man than to risk his life for a single girl? Or indeed a married girl?
No! Hold tight, men! We can expect an attack at any moment!
Outthought and outfought.
And you're going to stay with me this time, right?
Of course. I should never have let you go in the first place. Let us put some color into this drab battlefield.
I am not like you. Do not presume to know me.
Ah, it appears the tasty little morsel has lured in a larger fish. Seize the girl and slay her husband before her very eyes.
Remember the plan, men. We're luring the enemy inside the castle.
How nice! They've come out to greet us! I guess they just can't wait to be clobbered! You wanna fight or what? Make up your mind already! Tch! You ain't worth following that far out!
Back for more. I don't think they quite got the message.
Hey, if they want another chance to suffer, they got it! Stand and fight me!
Get ready to taste my steel!
Where you going? I'm right here, buddy! You ran away again? Come on! Why you gotta tease me like that?
Looks like they're refusing to take the bait.
Wait, there's something terribly wrong about all this.
Sweet! This must be some kind of enemy trap!
Don't tell me you're actually enjoying this.
The plan has worked. Time to spring the trap.
It's gonna take more than this to beat me, pal!
Ha! My brother has strange taste in allies.
All right, then. Would you like me to beat you black or blue?
Such deviousness. I would be impressed if I wasn't so disgusted.
You're more the fool for falling into it, I say.
It's gonna take more than this to beat me, pal!
You say that because you're an animal, and I'm a thinking man.
Such deviousness. I would be impressed if I wasn't so disgusted.
We have simply used our brains. That violates no code.
Ah, the code of the warrior. How young and naive you are.
Can you really bring yourself to fight your brother like this?
Absolutely. My brother will kick me all over the battlefield unless I give it my all.
I shall defend my lord.
Then why don't you stop this insanity? I cannot understand this family.
I shall defend my lord.
You certainly are loyal, and for that, I've always been grateful.
I will pour my very soul into defeating you, brother.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Come, my lord. Surely you've done enough. The time has come to give in.
My brother is impetuous and has put all of our lives in danger. I cannot forgive that.
Everyone says the Soon brothers are bound by unbreakable bonds, but...
What would you know of it? Get out of my sight!
It's gonna take more than this to beat me, pal!
I'll do what's necessary.
Well, look who's sassy! Come show me what you got!
Such deviousness. I would be impressed if I wasn't so disgusted.
You're really very alluring when you're angry.
Such deviousness. I would be impressed if I wasn't so disgusted.
Fool.
You dare to call me that? You shall pay for your insolence.
Perish.
Now you die. I shall defend my lord.
You will always defend my brother, won't you? I saw the truth in our last battle. Fighting amongst ourselves will get us nowhere.
Don't say that. We cannot just accept our own insignificance.
It's gonna take more than this to beat me, pal! I don't know. What century is that hair from again?
Such deviousness. I would be impressed if I wasn't so disgusted.
Then I will face you honorably, woman against woman.
Come on, men! Show your courage!
Now is the hour. We must rise up. Rise up. I will rely upon you once again, Jotai. Very well. A man of few words, but of action. You remind me of someone else.
There are no reinforcements nearby. Wait a while before you sound the drums.
Ina, do you know anything about Keiji Maeda?
They say he's a loose cannon, a wild and unpredictable warrior.
So he's insane.
My lord, why does Keiji fight for Orochi?
He is strong, and perhaps he sees an outlet for that strength.
My father is also strong.
Tadakatsu is a proud warrior. I am not concerned about him in the slightest.
We must rise up.
What a wonderful day to play outside. Do let me join in the fun. Oh, do you want to play Kumari with me?
Thank you, whoever you are.
Did you hear that? They love me.
You're a little unusual, aren't you?
Thank you. I think?
Did you hear that? They love me.
Yes. I think I'd like to withdraw my thank you.
Well, if it isn't Master Ieyasu, what are you up to on this fine day?
You do know there's a war going on, don't you?
Sakon, what do you know of Keiji?
He's unpredictable, unreliable, unhelpful, and unwilling to listen.
Sounds like the kind of man I could get to like.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Ranmaru, do you know this Keiji?
Yes, he is a strange man. Wild in battle, yet strangely tender and sensitive elsewhere.
Is there something I should know about you two?
You seem so calm. You must be truly courageous.
In fact, I am a born coward. But as I know this, I make a point of never panicking.
Sure.
Ina, I'm going ahead. You support the rear.
I shall do no such thing. I am not cowardly enough to hide behind my allies.
Oh, forgive my rudeness. Please.
If we go in here, our men will have acted as a decoy for nothing. We have to turn back and rescue my father.
Father is in the western garrison. Hurry!
Fools! What happened to our plan?
Are you abandoning our lord? Our efforts at distraction have been wasted.
Brace yourself! This is a struggle.
You choose to challenge me over tending to your own father's predicament? It is unlucky that you have come across me.
Stop acting like you know what you're talking about.
So you're the fool who dares to try and stop me! You abandon your father to attack me? You deserve your place in hell!
Father...
My lord, be safe. Please, you must rescue our lord!
This could be a problem. The enemy is receiving reinforcements.
I hope I was of some use.
A group of fools such as you is worth less than the sum of its parts.
This is for locking up my friends. I will bring some color to this field of war.
What you have done is unforgivable.
Father, brother, forgive me for all I have done.
You're both so manly and rugged. Which of you is the father and which is the son? I don't mind. I'll take one on each arm.
What are you doing with a woman of such disrepute?
To stand against Lady Daji is to do nothing more than proclaim your own ignorance.
You will never win as long as the Wu clan remains unbroken.
Don't you know the signs you're outmatched when you see them?
Yes, and I know the mindless babbling of an idiot when I hear it too.
You always look so serious. Why don't you relax and come back with me to Izumo?
It's dangerous to invite strangers into your home, young lady, because you never know when you'll run into someone like me.
I will show you the true beauty of war.
Beauty? It is meaningless on the field of war. All that is truly needed is honor.
Come and dance up a storm with me.
But you're a man.
I hate to damage such a porcelain face, but how could you?
I grow stronger with every victory.
When I catch that tiger, I'll have him skinned and roasted alive! And the same goes for those responsible for letting him out! So you're the fool who dares to try and stop me! Fat toad! How about you put your sword where your mouth is? Enemy reinforcements! That's not good.
You're an insult to swordsmen everywhere!
I think you need to learn the virtues of patience and forbearance, my good man.
We will fight until your father and brother are free.
Thank you. You're a true friend.
Now there's the matter of my reward. I was thinking... your daughter.
Excuse me?
I was thinking that your daughter is the one who deserves the reward, not me. Yes, that's it.
Shingen, you've come to rescue me.
Tigers look out for their own, you know.
Bring it on!
You know, I think you're the ignorant one, unaware that Daji is about to be squashed like a bug.
The crudeness of your tactics caught me off guard.
Keep lying.
You're the one person I'll show no mercy!
You're truly a hero of our times.
You've toyed with us long enough, you evil crone!
I will teach you the true meaning of warriorhood.
A worthy foe indeed. Tell me, warrior, what know you of the art of war?
Never have I faced such an opponent, but I will not lose.
I see no evil in this man. Perhaps this is some trick.
This is the key moment. Stand your ground.
Hey, this is the kind of enemy that makes it worth being a warrior for.
I look forward to it.
Me work for him? Never. You're under a misapprehension, my friend. You and I are on the same side. Which means this is a setup.
I shall get the resistance to crush Tarakatsu for me! I am the greatest genius this world has ever known!
My lord, the Orochi army appears to have arrived in the south.
I knew it. There was something fishy about this whole affair.
Can you ever forgive my stupidity? This battlefield shall see my redemption. Ha! The altar is ours! Begin the invocation to the gods!
Father, why do you fight your allies?
Silence! I can tell you are not my real daughter.
Put down your spear, Tadakatsu. It's me.
Only a soulless demon would try to use my master's face to trick me.
You misunderstand.
A phantom! You insult us all with your devious tricks. Forgive me, my daughter.
As long as you are safe, Father, that is enough for me.
I have been foolish. Please forgive me.
It's all right. I know that it was simply a reflection of your loyalty to me.
I am not worthy of your words, my lord. Hanzo, I have wronged you as well.
The Shadow needs no apology.
Ha! Look at them! Thinking they're gonna win! I'll soon have them drowning in their own blood!
We'd better not leave that garrison standing. It could hurt us later. Come on, everyone. This should be easy.
Right into my trap! Catch that girl and tie her up for me!
No! Let me go! Let me go, you big ape!
You fiend! I will not stand for this!
Another bug to be crushed underfoot!
Underfoot? Oh, those are your feet. I thought they were some kind of tentacle.
You coward! Hand that woman over to me at once!
Ew! I really don't want to have to touch you, but if it's the only way to rescue Shang Zhang...
Are you all right, my sister?
You had me worried there for a while, sis.
Thank goodness you're safe.
Sorry about that, but don't worry, I'm fine now.
As feeble as he was fat.
What kind of animal delights in tying up women like that?
Disgusting sinner! Release my friend at once!
In the grand scheme of things, we are all just bugs. Some are just fatter and smellier than others.
I don't want any more—
Already, Dongzhuo? You didn't last long. Oh, well, I guess you've done enough. Seize their main camp.
A troop is mobilizing in the northwest. They could be preparing to strike our main camp. We'll have to stop them before they get the chance.
Bring it on!
But you aren't even one of these people. How can you risk your life for them?
I have seen a ray of hope on the horizon of this battle. That is why I fight.
You want at Orochi? Then you'll have to go through me!
I will pour my very soul into defeating you.
I am a man. I will back down from no challenge, no matter how great.
I will put an arrow through your black heart and bring peace back to the world.
I am prepared to die to keep this hope alive.
This shall be a test of us both. Who will endure until the end?
Is there any who wish to test their might against the legendary Lu Bu? I will wait here for your arrival. But understand that to fight me is to face certain death. It seems you have no regard for your own life. I like that. You want at Orochi? Then you'll have to go through me!
Not a problem. I'll beat the life out of you.
Only the worthy have made it. Now I shall see for myself the strength of mankind.
I will use every ounce of wisdom and strength I have to defeat you, you leech!
I bear the strength of Wu. I will not fail.
For my darling, I must do what I can.
Return to darkness.
Hmm? I don't remember seeing you before.
Oh, didn't you know? I've been controlling everything from deep within the shadows.
You shall regret ever messing with the warriors of Wu.
The pride of Wu has been dented, but I will restore it by defeating this great evil.
Be careful what you wish for. Snakes for brains.
In any relationship, a woman needs her freedom. Don't you know that?
If we lose the...
You've done very well to come this far. And at least being dead, you won't have to go all the way back. There aren't enough people here to make this party fun. Time to invite a few more. Maybe we need some more fresh faces. How about this? I didn't think it'd come to this, but it's time to drain the barrel dry. You're looking sprightly for a geriatric who's been locked in a tower.
Well, I'm about to have my revenge, after all.
Normally, I hate goodbyes, but I'm looking forward to seeing you go.
It makes no difference what happens to me. You'll never beat Orochi.
You want at Orochi? Then you'll have to go through me!
Not a problem. I was planning on it anyway.
A veritable mountain of a man. Just as well I came prepared for the climb.
I got a lot of built-up tension, and I think it's time to let it all out.
You are about to feel the bite of a tiger's fangs upon you.
I don't often get serious, but I think now might be the time.
Ha! Just as I planned it.
A trap? You think this is enough to keep me down?
Insolent girl, I will teach you some manners.
You want at Orochi? Then you'll have to go through me!
Our strength has its roots in our solidarity. No one man can overcome us.
Well, I've come this far. I may as well give it a shot.
I will. Then I will go through Orochi.
You will pale before our steely resolve.
You will feel the righteous rage of the Soon family.
Disappear. You want at Orochi? Then you'll have to go through me!
For all your bright valor, I am the eclipse that will swallow you whole.
You challenge me, friend?
You must think I'm crazy to fight you, right? Well, you'll get no arguments here. Let's do this!
Orochi, I am here to rip you asunder.
Know your place, misfit.
You shall feel the wrath of the greatest warrior of all time, I promise you.
This is what I wanted. Your promise pleases me.
I have bided my time, waiting for this moment, Orochi. When I defeat you, I will be the greatest of all time.
I have waited a long time for this moment, Lu Bu.
The flames burn ever brighter. Sekon has come through for us.
Ah! That burns! Better fall back.
The use of fire was inspired, but we must attack now to make the most of it.
Now is our chance. All forces move in.
This isn't looking so good. Everyone, come on out now.
You're quite the arsonist, I see. That ought to have taken care of them.
There is no greater compliment than one coming from you.
Still, it was a lucky break that the wind blew from the southeast like that.
I had a feeling it might.
Here is where you wither and die.
That was an impressive move you pulled back there. I can see you're far from muscle alone.
I like to think of myself as an all-rounder.
Sharp up top with the grunt to match. You remind me of a certain warrior of Wu.
And I'm looking right at him.
Feel the venom coursing through your veins.
Perhaps you can be of some use after all.
Most kind of you to say so, my dear.
Exceptional.
How about that? It speaks.
You wish me to remain silent?
No, no. Thank you for your kind words. Or at least, word. That puts the dampener on my fire attack.
It seems our allies are attempting to use fire to attack. That's just my specialty. Zhuran, lead your troops over there and prepare a fire attack.
Ah! That burns! Better fall back.
Now is our chance. All forces, move in!
This isn't looking so good. Everyone, come on out now.
Great job with the fire attack before.
Not at all. I only succeeded because you laid all the groundwork.
If only your boss had your humility, he wouldn't make so many enemies.
I will slowly choke the life from you.
Good job getting that fire trap to work.
Not at all. I only succeeded because you laid all the groundwork.
Don't be so humble. Look at Sakon. Never said a humble word in his life.
Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
Lu Xun, that fire attack was perfectly executed.
I am honored to receive the praise of the greatest strategist of the Three Kingdoms.
I need a real challenge. Who will stand before me? You dare to challenge me? Excellent. I shall enjoy this. Cowards! Do you run in fear of my terrible blade?
We needed that plan to work.
Oh, bad luck. But you play with fire, you will get burned.
Now is our chance. All forces, move in!
This isn't looking so good. Everyone, come on out now.
We're not beaten yet. Hold on, and wait for the moment to strike.
Today just wasn't my day.